Hi, I'm Jim Coco, the Executive Director of Being You. Being You has a foundation, the Being You Foundation. The premise of the foundation is to get improved tech to the special needs community. I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of special needs, both children, adults, and most of the tech that the special needs community has is really bad, very inefficient, very lumpy and bumpy and clumsy, and we can do way, way better. The problem is it's a small community. It's very small. Thus, you have a situation where a developer would have to borrow a great deal of money to spend the time to work with an autistic child, for an example, to develop a specific piece of app. And this amount of time gets built into the cost of the application. Now, there's two sides of the Being You Foundation, maybe even three. It's a means for the developers to talk to the mid-users and end users. In some cases, they'll actually be able to talk to the end users. In other cases, they'll be able to talk to the caregivers or the people who are actually purchasing these apps for their friend, their child, their father, their mother, their brother, their sister. And it'll give them a place to communicate. Because right now, if you buy an app, it's really difficult to figure out how to get a hold of these people, to make suggestions, to ask, hey, can this get tweaked? Can that get tweaked? It's also a means for the developers to come and get grants so that they can actually develop software, these applications, and not have to borrow money from venture capitalists and thus add to the cost of the app. My goal is to help developers produce $5, $10, $20, $25 applications and keeping the cost to that point. If they don't have to, if they get all the upfront money so that they can actually spend the time and develop it, it saves them that situation. It's also a place where the caregivers, the people themselves, can actually come and go into a tab that says, autism, that might say Alzheimer's, might say, pick a special need, and there'll be apps highlighted as well as many apps as we can put together in one place and give an opportunity for people to rate them. Some apps are better than others. Some do good things, some don't. Some may have, half of it's good, half of it's not. It'd be a place where you could come, leave messages so other people could know. So that's the oversight of what the Being Foundation, the Being You Foundation is all about. Special needs developers, special needs caregivers can come together, work on things. Special needs developers can come get grants, also work with us to help showcase what they've got, and have a running dialogue. I'd like it to be a place where everybody can come and see what's going on in the special needs community. It's also be a place where if you have an autistic child and you wanted to get a reasonably bulletproof case for your iPad, this would be the place where we could develop such things. Or if you needed some sort of a mounting device to mount an iPad onto a wheelchair, or some sort of a device because a child or an adult may not be able to type, may have something so that they can just use two fingers, or maybe work on the visual thing so they can move their heads and be able to type. There's all sorts of, I see no limitations on what we can possibly do. That's what the Being You Foundation is all about. Thank you. Hopefully we'll get, I need you to like us on Facebook. I need you to subscribe. Go to the website and subscribe so that we can get a dialogue going. There'll be a little questionnaire, whether you're a developer, whether an end user, whether you're a caregiver. We need to know who you are so that we can kind of work this all out. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you in the future.